Hi guys, it's Kelly. Real quick, have any of you bought these bows and had trouble with them? I bought 2 packages of these, and as soon as you touch them, they fall apart. In 3 separate pieces, and I have tried everything to stick them back together. They've got a piece of foamy, sticky stuff on the bottom, which is real tacky, super gluey, but it doesn't stick to the plastic, and it doesn't stay stuck to the plastic. And then these parts were stuck with, I don't know with what, but I've tried double-sided tape, foam dot, just a real dot. I've tried everything, and glue, hot glue, E6000 even. They won't stay together, and they keep falling apart, so I'm real disappointed in these. Just wondering if anybody else had that problem. I have got a couple of packages here from Peachy Cheap that came today. I've been waiting a long time for this. It took an extra long time for this stuff to come, and then I usually only order when it's got, you know, stuff that goes together. And I was really happy because they actually gave you, like, everything in one package. So I'll show you here. This one was the Prima Santorini paper pad. It's an 8 1/4 by 11 and almost 3/4. So it's an odd size, actually, but I'm not going to undo it. I'll just show you the different pages. Their paper, you know how much Prima paper is just gorgeous. So I went ahead and got that, and it came with, I was really excited, it came with the tickets, and it came with the little 3x4 cards that match, which is super cute. Actually, let me get something here. I've been working on my album all day yesterday and a good part of today, and I'm not quite done, but I'll show you at the end where I'm at a little bit. So these are the little cards. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Look how cute that is. I'll go in the swimming pool. And the backs are really cute too. Does that say vibes? Yeah, it says vibes. Time away with you. That took a minute to read. I guess the backs are all the same. Look how pretty. Oh my God, I'd love to go to anywhere over in a different country. Only place I've ever been is Canada. So you get the point. They're really cute. And then as well as those 4x6 journaling cards. And then the chipboard pieces. So cute. Look at that little suitcase. Man, there's a lot of them here. Look at that bike. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Little scooter. There's the girl. And then some foamy stickers. Those are cute too. I just used some of them off of the Santa Baby collection in my album. Those foam stickers. I've never actually used them before, and they're so cute. They really are. Just add a little pop of something to your... So that's that. Oh, and it came with the tapes. The tapes that go with it. It's like a water... I guess if I'm looking at it instead. It's got like a watercolor one, a flower, the stripe, and then a real thin sparkly one, which I see up there has come undone from the roll. So I'm wondering how well it'll stick. And then the second package was the flowers that come with this line. And it was, oh my gosh, how pretty. These ones. These ones. Super pretty. I like the colors. Wow, there's a lot of them too. I didn't have any of these. Those are gorgeous. So I have the flowers and the paper, so I can make something cute with it. So I'll set that aside. But I'm going to write to the company American Crafts about those Dear Lizzie plastic bows, because those were a fail, I think. Okay, so this is my Santa Baby Christmas album. And this is the front. I took a wooden frame and I put gesso on it, and then I dry brushed it. After it dried, I dry brushed it just with some light pink, and then I put the opalescent wax from Prima on top of it, and it came out so pretty. At the bottom of the frame, I put, it was an old brooch, but I thought it looked like a snowflake. My flower's a little bit on top of it, but it's so cute. This, I'm disgusted with this. I wanted a dome on it. I like the domes, and then you put the shaker stuff inside. Well, I put the no-stick powder all over the inside of this dome, and that glitter stuck to it. See Santa's face in there? That was my goal. But that glitter stuck to it so bad, I don't know what to do about it. I'm thinking of ripping it off, really, and filling it in with flowers. I'm so mad. So, let me see if I can get you guys to down some more. A little bit. Let's see if it'll let me. This thing is acting up a little bit. Now that's a little better. So, this is the inside of my album, the first page. I loved the papers. This is a magnetic frame that I made, and it just sticks right on there. And then I went ahead and did some mats for the inside again, and I put metal embellishments at the ends to use as a pull. Okay, this page over here is just flips. Here's some of the I don't know if you can see that very well. I'm trying to get your, let me see if I can get your chip there. That's a little better. Right here is a little, yeah, you're not seeing it. There. It's a clear plastic piece, and this is Santa right here. And I had to put him on that page because, here's one of the little foamy stickers. And then you've got all this. I put these metal things on the doors over here, and they were hitting the page over here, and I didn't think about that. So I put that hard piece of plastic right there, and he looks cute. So it keeps this from messing up that page over there. I should have thought of that. And then these open, and inside I have this real deep pocket. I put some of my cut aparts from the paper in there. Aren't those cute? This paper, I loved it. Super cute. And those are magnetic, and it's got a pull in the end. And then on this side, I have a little clip up here I put to help pull this down. It's got a little bit of trim there. And I just put a few little, there's like one of them chipboard pieces, and then I put that foam bike piece here, and then there's this, and that gorgeous for journaling. And this is a pocket I made, just a small one. And then over here I have it untied right now, but it's a ribbon that I tie up in a bow, and then I lift that. It's gorgeous paper. And then here I put a piece of chipboard, and then that pulls down. This goes up, and it's just a waterfall. But the paper, I just couldn't get over. I used Santa Baby and that Christmas Sparkle and Shine, or it was the pink Christmas paper from Michael's. It's interweaved with it, but you can't even tell that it's different paper because, like, this is Santa Baby, and this is Santa Baby back here. So is this. So most of that page was. Okay, then on this page, and that also had a pull in the end. This one I did another one of these. I really like these. I like the look of them. And they're nice. You can put pictures there. And then on this side I did a different type of, they're going this way, landscape instead of horizontal. This one is the other paper. This is paper from the other pad. And I really liked it. That one. This one is as well. This one is. That is. This is. This is gorgeous. This is, and that is. Yeah, both of these. So I used a lot of the other pad in this one, and it has the pull out. Oops, I knocked that down. These are 3 magnetic booklets, and they come off and they unfold like this into, oops, you can do 6 different photos. So for my grandkids, I thought I could do like sibling groups, you know, like the 3 girls, Ben and Allie and Drake and Tori, because I had 3 girls, so I can do that. And then on this page, I used part of my, these were from Heartfelt Creations, and I cut out the edges and decorated the ends of these. You can see that. And then this is a little bit different. It's again, I pulled out little booklets, and they flip out like this. And then on this side, you can see pictures, and then this one. So you get the idea. This one goes down because I accidentally put it on wrong. I put it on the wrong way. And it folds up like this, but instead of opening downward, or like it should, it ends up going the wrong way. But it's fine. And then that's that. And this page was pretty chunky, so I did not keep the end open for a mat. It didn't need any more, I didn't think. So I put this little metal piece in here to open it. And then, oops, there's magnets in here as well to help hold these inner pages. So it's got these 2 little smaller inner doors. And then I did the Heartfelt Creations corners in a pocket. This is like a small pocket. Isn't that gorgeous? I just put this paper in here so it would, you know, so you could tell. And then this little piece up here. I really like that one. And then this, I just did the belly band. And I put a couple things in it. It's got, this is a piece of the ephemera, the bike. And then this is a piece of chipboard, the little thing. And it's got the belly band. Look how gorgeous. I mean, this is from the paper that, the paper pad that wasn't Prima or Graphic 45. What was it? Santa Baby Prima. No, Graphic 45. I get so mixed up sometimes. Sorry. And then these are some more of the cut aparts. Warm wishes, warm hugs. Real cute. I love this one. Oh my gosh. So this page, I just did double pockets, and then I used the medallion from, oh shoot, you know who I mean, the one that cut the other ones, those dies. I'll think of it in a minute. And then I really like this piece of paper from the other pad from Michael's, and then I just stuck some journaling cards in these to use, and each one will hold quite a bit. And then the back, I just put this pretty page, and I trimmed the edge with a little bit of ribbon, and then I have this closure. And then for the back of the album, this is the paper from Graphic. It is Graphic. Yes, I believe it is. So really pretty. And then I used the Christmas bulbs, and then put that there. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys all think about my. It's a big album. It is, I believe it's 10 by 10. So I wanted it a little bit bigger because I have, 8 kids now, 8 grandchildren. So I'm getting excited now about the baby. Hopefully we find out here in about a month what the baby is. She's about 11 weeks now. So we should find out soon, I hope. About probably the end of February. So we'll see. She's considered high risk because she had some medical problems that when she was a teenager, she was going through a lot of leg issues. She had that, it's called chronic reoccurring pain syndrome, and she had an injury and it healed, but her brain never told her it was healed, so it still hurt all the time. She was in agony for like months. And the only way to treat it is to trick your brain into thinking that it's not hurt. It happens a lot with young girls and boys that play baseball or are very active and all that. So we went through a lot of therapy, and basically I had to take this special rub and just put my hands on it. It started with, she couldn't even stand like a sock on or a blanket to touch it or anything. It hurt that bad. So it was that sensation of touch that bothered her the most. So we ended up just having to touch it. And then as soon as she could tolerate us touching it, we went to having to rub it. And then like 10 times a day we had to do this. And she cried and cried at the beginning. So, but what started this whole mess, she has an autoimmune disorder that caused her ligaments and her tendons to deteriorate in her legs. Nobody can tell us why, but she ended up with her ankles and knees basically going every which way. So she had to have them stabilized, and she had surgery on both her ankles and both of her knees, one at a time. She would get a surgery. It would be in a cast for 6 to 8 weeks. Then she'd be out of the cast and have to do therapy on it until she could walk, and then she'd do the other leg, and then she'd come back to this leg to do the knee. Well, every single time she had surgery on something, she ended up with a bizarre reaction from something. The one time I remember distinctly was she had the knee done, and so she was in a cast from her hip down to her ankle. And she kept telling us it was too tight. The cast was too tight. The cast was too tight. The cast was too tight. And we checked her toes, and they weren't showing signs of not getting blood flow. And everybody kept telling her, no, it looked fine. But she insisted. So the doctor came in, and I said, just cut a window in this cast and see what it looks like under there. So he did, because she had an incision, from above her knee, around the knee, and down onto her leg. That was long. And then she had a smaller incision down on her calf, where they were able to go in and get some donor ligament that was still healthy and use it in the upper part of her leg. Anyway, she ended up with 3rd-degree burns from the steri strips that they used to close her skin. She was allergic to the adhesive. We had just learned that she developed this allergy to anything with adhesive. So all the tapes, all the stuff they put on for her IV, all that crap, it would cause her to just blister. And it was so hard to keep anything in her. Like every time she needed an IV, it was like such a hassle. But they had to take that cast off, and then they didn't, and all them steri strips. And it was like 2 days after the surgery, and they didn't know what they were going to do. And he just looked at me and he said, I think we're going to lose this surgery, because there's no way she can keep that leg stable and off it without moving it for 6 to 8 weeks. I said, we're going to do our damn best. We are. So they wrapped it with like that soft stuff that they put on before the cast, and then they wrapped it with the ACE wrap. And we went home then a couple days later, and we babied that leg. She had a special foam thing that she could rest it on, and we moved her with that foam thing from room to room with her legs sticking straight out in front of her. It was such a hassle. Every time she had to go to the bathroom, she was on the crutches, her legs straight out in front of her, with us cradling it on this foam thing down the hall and holding it. Somebody had to hold it while she went to the bathroom because her legs sticking straight out. Oh, it was such a hassle. But we went back 6 weeks later, and the leg was good. And the doctor just looked at us and says, you guys are gold. I wish all my parents were like you. But we didn't want her to have to do another surgery. So we did what we had to. But, yeah, that's my girl. So and then she developed another problem from another surgery where the blood flow got a blood clot or something. The artery in her groin squeezed shut, so her foot started going dead, her leg, and they didn't listen to us for 2 days. We were like screaming. She was in so much pain. It started, she said her heel hurt, and then her foot hurt, and then so we finally got them in there, and I said something's wrong. So they brought the Doppler thing in to hear the blood flow, and they couldn't hear it below her knee. They couldn't hear it at all. They rushed her to a different hospital because they didn't have what they needed there. And she had to have what's called an interventional radiologist. she needed bypass surgery where they take out a part of an artery and put in a new piece. Well, she was too sick for that. Oh, she just had her gallbladder out. That's what happened. She had her gallbladder out, and they messed up, and they cut this artery in her belly, and then they had to hurry up and cut her wide open and save her life, basically, because she lost like 2 things of blood and had to have 2 things of blood replaced, and it was a mess. But it was that surgery that this happened in. And then they went in and they said, we can't do bypass. She's too sick. She's not well enough. She was still getting blood. We're going to try a stent, like you put in the heart. And that's what they did. They put 2 stents up in there, and they opened it back up and sent us back to the other hospital. Well, she still has them. And the pregnancy doctors are very, very wary of them. So she's high risk. Anyway, that was a long explanation for one thing. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gabby today. Well, I'm going to let y'all go, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.